Hey everyone, TC here. Today I'm going to show you how I do runs at the PvP prison. This is a PvE server except for certain zones, prison being one of them, which is PvP. This video, however, should translate to you guys that play on official servers or more loose PvP servers. First of all, I park my vehicle behind this rock. The reason for that is because if somebody's coming up this road, even if they cut, the corners are so sharp that they barely have enough time to look up. That is if they're in their vehicles. Also, it can't be seen from this side, and it's in dense bush area. It's quite well hidden. Even though this is a PvE server, I still do this, because if you park right next to the road or just outside of zone, then people may assume that there is somebody in the prison, in which case they might just sit outside and camp it, waiting for you to come out. From there, I go up this hill. So what I do is I keep my weapon on fully automatic as I approach the hill, just in case there's somebody on top. And we're heading towards a set of rocks with a pair of bushes. Now a lot of people hide in these, so I like to clear it first, and then switch my weapon to single shot. From there I'll get into the bushes, crouch down, and clear this area. So what we're looking for is any players that may be sitting on top watching. We also want to check the bushes, and I can't see anyone. Give it a quick peek to see where the mech is and see if players are on the other side. Mech is coming back. Okay, so the mechs do two different runs, and you can see that from here there's two of them. What we need is we need to wait for the mech right at the back to turn away from us before we run. You guys will see what I mean. So this mech at the back there will turn, and then the mech at the front of us will walk that way to the gates. Now we want to wait for him to stop searching before we move. So there he goes, he's searching there, and then he's going to move, and he should keep going. Nah, not this time. So we need to line the mechs up, the mech patterns up, so that both mechs are marching away from us. On the second run, this mech close to us is going to go a little bit further. That's when we run in, and as long as that far mech is behind that corner of the prison there, then he's not going to be able to get us. So from here I switch to fully automatic as I'm going to be approaching the gates. You can see searches and keeps going. So this is a tough part, because if you alert a mech or you alert puppets, anybody that's inside the prison camping is going to know you're here. So you want to get in nice and quick without alerting anyone. There is a mech on the other side of these doors, so just take a second to see where he is and run straight into here. From here I like to search for a toolbox, and we've got a puppet. We want to stay quiet. You could have been smart and bought a katana or a bow, but I'm going to have to punch this one to death. The reason for that is I want to stay quiet. There he goes. So search for a toolbox in these boxes. Sometimes you can find screwdrivers as well. The reason that we need a toolbox, or rather that it's beneficial to loot a toolbox, is because we're going to be looting a lot of magazines that might be damaged, and we can just repair them then and there. Electrical repair kit, I'll definitely take that. That's got to be worth quite a bit at the trade-off. No toolboxes, but we found some screwdrivers. So, let's move to the next part. So, we need to clear this mech at the front. Okay. Got another puppet. This is where having a bayonet on your weapon would be really beneficial, but I haven't looted one yet. Hopefully we find one inside the prison. Okay, so from here, this is a stance called low ready. This is a stance called high ready. That's going to be really important as we enter the next stage. From this area, you have a choice. You can go in this door, or you can go in this door. This door has a trapdoor which leads to the weapon lockers. This one doesn't. However, I prefer this door for common places that people camp. It's far easier to assault. So we're going to check the coast is clear and just go. Now, go to high ready. And what we want to do, you see how the character crouches and then stands? We want to hold control and scroll down on the mouse wheel by 1. This is going to drastically decrease your noise. This is technically a crouch position. You can change the height that you crouch. We want it down by just 1. This is going to make our footsteps very quiet. So, clear all of the hiding holes and the corners. Okay. Make sure nobody's up the top. Clear under the stairs. And make sure your weapon's on fully automatic. Constantly listening. This is the time for you to listen for people that might be here looting. Okay, cool. We can't avoid the noise that the door's going to make. But stay crouched and quiet, because they would have heard a door, but they wouldn't have been able to pinpoint it with their ears yet. Okay, so this we have a crossroad. Now, breaching is something I'm going to do a video on, but we want to breach this corner. What we want to do is your character leans further to the right than he does to the left. So we want to clear the left corridor by leaning right first. Okay, and then clear the left and move. But generally you do it like this. You just see if anybody appears. Okay, so cool. Now, if the door's closed, leave it closed, because if somebody attacks your position, you'll hear them first. Otherwise, you have to clear the room. If this door was open, I would clear this room after clearing this corner. So let's clear the corner. And there's a long corridor. People can hide in these buildings here. So what we're watching for is if any of the doors are open. Because if they're not, then we'll hear a player trying to sneak up on us. So clear the... Cool. Clear the window. And check behind here. Players love to hide here. Okay, cool. Keep clearing, keep clearing. Check the windows. So that's what I'm looking at. I know I'm in third person kind of, but you want to check the windows. I'm actually doing this slightly less concerned on what I would actually do and more obvious so that you guys can see things, because I would have cleared this window first before clearing that one. So let's actually do it. So I would have come around like this. So I would have cleared that window, gone around like this, cleared this window, cleared these buildings. You're just checking for red zones essentially. From here, you want to get out of this crouch position. You need to be fast and agile, okay? The server is live, by the way. So we want to see if we can see anyone in the window first. Move in and quickly go here. The reason that we go behind these lockers is because if a player is sitting here, okay, or they're sitting here, you at least have this area here that you can hide from being shot and wait for them to make a mistake. Cool, so weapons room is clear. Let's start on the lockers. So do the locked lockers first, because they're where all the weapons are going to be. And then do these ones, which is where all your magazines and ammo are going to be, and clothing. Cool, I don't really need a Hunter 85. Mac 10. So, to do all these lockers, there's 13 of them. So you need at least 13 screwdrivers. Scar out, not bad. So, we've come across a backpack. Anything you drag out of the lockers will stay on the ground for other players to pick up. A backpack, I may use it, I may not. And also, I don't mind too much if a player picks up a backpack. But don't just start dragging the weapons out on the ground, because then the next person to come in will just scoop them up. Mark 18, not bad. Ammo box. Another AK-70 for you. Weapon cleaning kit. Let's use it straight away so it's not taking up room on the Mark 18 in the Scar Owl. Cool. So you'll hear puppets outside walking. It's very hard to distinguish whether it's a puppet or a player. I'm actually slightly deaf, so it's even harder. So just listen out, but don't be too afraid, because it's quite often puppets. Oh, another Hunter 85? Well, at least we got that Mark 18. Jeez. Another one? Oh my god. Okay. Well, funnily enough for the video, it's not the loot you'd sort of expect. I've gotten kind of unlucky. You walk out of here with 3 or 4, you know, M249s quite often. Cool, so we've looted our weapons. Let's start on the ammo and the magazines. So loot these. There you go, some ammo for that Mark 18, lucky me. Okay, now, be careful. Don't just go run willy-nilly. if somebody's heard you in those lockers, he's going to be watching this window. So just clear through the window before you just run willy-nilly. Most of my kills are from people being complacent. Okay, I don't need that. I'm guilty of it sometimes, being complacent. Okay, that is a pretty cool hat, but I'm gonna leave it. Oh, it's got mate. Cool. So, again, check that you are on fully auto, and then control squat down, clear the window again. So when you're breaching, you want to find out which way the door opens out, because that's going to give you some cover, and then you want to clear the other side first. So if I clear from here all the way around, nobody has been able to see me, even though I'm in an open doorway. And then from there you go back again, clear that area, and just keep going. I'll do a full video on breaching. Now, I go out the same way that I came in, usually. You can loot other areas of the prison now with your empty bag space, but I don't, unless I got nothing. I just like to get in and get out, especially if somebody saw me pop in. I don't want them to have time to sit and camp. So let's... Cool. Anybody remember what we do at a junction like this? Cool, so just clear as much as you can this way, and then peek right, peek left. Good. Doors are open, so I'm going to start running. I also get to this before that mech comes, and just slow it down. We don't want that puppet to come to us, ideally. So make sure your character has stamina boost back up from here, because we need to sprint up the hill to get past the mech. So we'll wait for that to get full, and we'll watch where the mech goes. He's over here somewhere. I can't hear him, I play on mono, so I don't know which side he's on. I know you guys, most of you will be able to, but I can't. Okay, there he goes. So as soon as you see him get past the door, which is there, you can go. You want to sprint. Go out this direction, which is a different way than what you came. Quickly scan the hill, because you don't have cover in this area. And run to the tree. The tree, if somebody starts shooting, you can at least get around it. Okay, go through. That mech's gonna see us. Go back. Get in a bush. Gotta be careful if he sneaks up on you and you can't hear him. Okay, gives me a good chance to rest up as well. Alright, let's go.
Stop right there.
Nah, the one behind us. So we've been compromised now. Anybody that's camping this area knows where we were, so we need to use cover quite carefully. So let's run towards the thickest part of the bush that we can, and also use this hill as cover. So let's get in these thick trees. Watch your right, people love to hang out by those rocks. And just go tree to tree. So we go to this tree, quickly check. Go to this tree. Quickly check. This is a great little dip, because if anybody's around you can just duck down and then they can't see you. Let's go tree to tree. Tree to tree. Okay, now for my server, we are now outside of the zone. But for you guys that don't play on, you know, combo servers like I do, This is a tricky situation that you're going to come across, being so close to what's called an arterial, which is this road here. So you want to get height. You want your height advantage, so get up. I don't need to, but you do. It's very hard to see players from a car that are above you. So whenever you're near a road, if there's a hill on one side, you want to be on the hill. But yeah, that's essentially the prison run. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will make a video on breaching. I also have another tips and tricks video coming out. Some follow-up sniping videos. Even though I'd never call it sniping, it's just that's the word that everybody kind of uses. But whatever, I digress. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, getting ready for those videos, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.